Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first and 10, Moses. On the throw, letting too much that time. It's incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
22-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's Herbert. He throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Herbert now. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And down to the 41. The Jets at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Again, Herbert. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's second and 2 now from the 3. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now, third and a yard. Back to throw here, Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on fourth and very short. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a second and 3. Well, this defense for the Jets, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third and 4 coming up. When you talk about this Jets defense, they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they're facing...
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, Moses. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing again, Moses. Throw to the right, held in by Addison. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Off play action, Moses. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Looking to throw on second down. Moses. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Looking to throw. Moses. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they sit now at 500 on the year. And, Charles, this was a team that really looked lost in that first month or so of the season. But they have had the hot hand lately, winning 3 straight.
I would agree. It's almost hard to believe that this is the same team because we followed it pretty closely throughout this season. And early on, I know I thought this is going to be a really tough year.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hawkinson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Off the play fake, Moses. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Complete at the 1. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Herbert on first down now. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Herbert. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Herbert throwing again. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Mark Andrews from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Aubrey now for the point after. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On first down, Justin Herbert. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit. And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. To throw on second down, Moses. His throw incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Addison. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. Moses. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw on second down. Moses. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Looking to throw. Moses. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happened after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hardman to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play it. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
The goal was to score just before the break, but I'm not sure that a safety was how they expected to do it. But give the defenders credit. They saw how the series was starting out, and I think it increased their intensity. This was their chance to make a huge play before the half, and all they needed was one play to get it done.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
37-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's Herbert. Side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. That's good for 28 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Herbert back to the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Herbert. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd and goal, there's an option play left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, Let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing on 1st down. Moses.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Fighting his way through contact.
And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw. Moses. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson from 10 yards out.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Jets 16, Vikings 15.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 23. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. First play's a run with Nwangu. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Moses. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, we're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets will take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A give running right is Hall. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught left side by Hardman. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Herbert now. Floating one, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Caught
call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets them 15 and a 1st down.
1st down, Minnesota.
Back to throw. Moses. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now a give, right side. Smart. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 1st career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They'll run with Hall.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Herbert to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that is the 2-minute drill at its very best. Get the completion, get a big chunk of yardage, and then get out of bounds to save those timeouts. You cannot do it any better than that.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Ball again on second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. Herbert going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Throwing, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, this is a new concept. It's 3rd down, but they've got the punt unit on. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here.